Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in
Shade
the
in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And we're back from our break. Thank you, Shade Squad, for being so patient. And welcome all of our new viewers. We are here to do Love During Lockup. I actually missed it. Enjoyed watching this episode. It was a little bit somber, but we'll get into that as we get deeper into those characters. But yes, if you have not already, Shade Squad, new viewers, please, 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 you know what to do when you come in, and please make sure that you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's just jump right into it and let's get shady. All right, so we are jumping into Raneka and Asonta. Now, unfortunately, we did get news this weekend, September 2nd to be exact. Unfortunately, Asonta has passed away in a, I guess, car crash. I believe, according to Starcasm, in their article that they put out, he was trying to outrun the police. And unfortunately, crashed into a truck with 4 other people in it. And thank God they only had very minor fractures, bruises. They did get, obviously medical attention, and thank God that they're here with us. But rest in peace to Asonta. It's very unfortunate. And it's gonna be kind of sad, because how are we going to really talk the stuff that we need to talk about the show, because you don't want to speak ill of those that are no longer.
Well, technically for this episode, it's more about Raneka. Raneka is the one we need to talk
right
about.
But we know we're gonna see it get worse, so that's why I'm like, but yeah, Shade Squad. So unfortunately, that is always terrible. And
I guess as long as we talk mess and then say God rest his soul.
Right. I do know that he did have a child on the way with another woman. I do know Raneka put out a post and said she gonna stick beside him, and she'll see him when she get there. So she didn't say that. I'm just phrasing up basically what she said in her post.
I was about to.
She said what she had to say in a very Raneka way.
That actually sounds like something Raneka would say.
So I didn't mean to laugh at that, but yes. So anyway, so rest in peace, Asonta. And prayers go out to his family and those that were affected by this tragedy. Now, Raneka is debating whether she should keep going after Asonta or turn around. However, she's determined, and she refuses to give up hope.
Because he could be in a bad position. When she said that, I wasn't even thinking. I mean, let's be for real. He was locked up.
Right.
So when you say in a bad position,
well,
you ain't thinking on the side of the road somewhere.
Well, yeah. Well, see, I don't know. I guess I couldn't even think like that, because I was just like, Raneka, you look crazy. I couldn't get past that. Like, me, I would have turned around. It just would have been all better off. It didn't work out. But I guess when you've moved and put so much into it.
But also, doesn't this go to show you how the jail system does not communicate?
Oh, yes, I did see that. The jail system doesn't communicate.
I told you.
And Raneka does make it a point to say that, and says that, that's why she's going to continue on her journey and go get her man. And I said, well, okay, girl. And then she wakes up ready. I guess she stayed at a hotel. She's planning to go pick him up in the morning. And then she gets up to the jail, and she's getting upset with the lady behind the desk because the lady ain't got no information.
Imagine. This lady works at a jail. She sees inmates all the time. She sees people like you all the time. You waited God knows how long.
Not like me, baby. Not like me. Not like me.
Like Raneka.
Right.
Like Raneka all the time.
Like Raneka and Latisha.
And you've waited all this time. So if she's telling you to wait an hour more, and you like, well, I need information. She's like, you've been waiting this long. So if you gonna wait the hour or you gonna leave? And then she told the lady to go wait outside. She said, "You can wait outside."
Go ahead. And look, she looked like she wanted to say, "You look at these cameras in here. I would have had your ass locked up."
Because the dead stare she gave her, she was like, and she looked at the camera like,
"Yeah, I said it."
exactly.
So then basically she's pacing back and forth outside, I don't even know if you can do that in front of a jail. Clearly that the cameras helped, because I feel like
a different type of jail. This jail had inmates walking around.
Right, because I feel like anyone else, they would have gotten locked up for just being there too long. Now, finally, a truck pulls up and Asonta is inside. Asonta calls Raneka once he gets inside the jail.
So there was a couple things. No, before all that, there was just a couple things I wanted to touch on.
Okay, touch on them, girl. Touch on them.
First of all, whose car is she driving? Because she flew to Atlanta. And now
she got a rental.
I knew you was going to say that. That's a goddamn rental. That shit ain't no way in hell it's a goddamn rental. That shit got a cracked windshield. That shit got a trash bag over the window.
I don't think I realized that.
Crackhead car is she driving?
Maybe that's her homegirl car that she left with her kids.
Girl, listen, look, you know what? I know you're trying to get to the basics, but there was just so many things that was.
No, I didn't even notice. That's why you're here.
Many things that happened in this scene. I was just like, it's just not adding up. It's just not adding up. But go ahead.
So maybe Asonta didn't see the car as he was driving by, because you couldn't have thought driving that she had some money for you. I mean, so now he calls Raneka from the inside and he's like, "Yeah, babe." And he's like, I had to get rid of my phone because, they was going to search me, I didn't want to get in trouble. And he's like, "But now that I'm here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out." And she's
I'm trying to figure it out.
And he says that the people or whoever was supposed to come through with his money never came through, or they, kind of flaked on him. And so she's like, "Well, what you gonna do?" Because as
Raneka's delusional, because she know what he gonna do.
So he's like, apparently he makes another phone call, or I feel like it was something that happened before that.
Well, he just told her to be on standby. He was gonna call his family. He called.
Oh, so then she tells him that the family member's number that you gave me doesn't work, and he say nothing.
He didn't address that.
Right. So
he said, "Well, just don't worry.
Just don't worry. Just stay out here and sit in your car." So that's what Raneka gonna do. So then Asonta, of course, gets up on the phone. It sounds like he was talking to a homeboy or something.
Yeah, he was talking to a homeboy, but he was telling the homeboy to contact a woman.
But I felt like they bleeped it out and they didn't say the woman. So you didn't know who he was saying to contact. Common sense is going to tell you it's another woman.
When it confirmed that when he said, "I just don't want her to call."
Right. I just don't want her to call her phone. Yeah. So yeah,
this girl is out in the parking lot talking about she's gonna have frustration sex and stuff like this, while he in the sheriff's office trying to get a whole other woman, probably the one that was paying his phone bill, to pay his bail. Production asked who the hell it was. He was like, he just started laughing. It might be the one he got pregnant.
Well, I guess it is what it is.
He did show up. So, that kills our theory that she was just waiting on somebody that wasn't coming. And then he got picked up yesterday. But that's what I was thinking.
No, I still think that if Raneka wouldn't have shown up, he still would have called.
Oh, absolutely. If he
but what I'm saying is, I think that when you have no choice because the person's sitting outside like this.
But that's not what we thought. We thought he got picked up the day prior.
Oh, we're not got you. I get what you show up.
We thought he got picked up the day prior because the jail is saying, "Oh, he got released." And remember, I told you that's what they say. They say you got released. That's why I'm surprised she was able to get as much information as she was. Yeah, he's getting transferred here. You pay this amount of bail, blah, blah, blah. Because usually they're assholes and they don't want to give you nothing, especially on someone else. Usually it's just the inmate that knows. And this last minute, and they can't contact you to tell you. So, but she knew clearly. She how long she been dealing with this man? 13 months. 13 months apparently. And you know what? No, she been dealing with the jail system her entire life, right?
I mean, for the most part.
So, well, she knew better than us. Okay. She said she was gonna stick beside him. She did, and he showed up. That don't mean he leaving with her, but he didn't leave yesterday. Jaden and Jessica are headed to South Dakota to go see Chris. Jessica is still confused as to how her sister convinced her to go to this jail powwow, while Jade is nervous talking about how she got the bubble guts. Girl, I don't even know. Okay. So they're both hoping that, that Jessica gets a sincere, well, actually, I think that they both get a sincere apology, because I think Jade wanted too, after the whole debacle about, everything is in my name. Okay. Jade told her, don't be starting no mess. And Jessica was like, I'm gonna be on my best behavior. Jade said she's got to talk to him about, their last conversation, because she feels that right now she can't trust him, and she needs to. That's her husband. So after spending 8 hours in the jail for this powwow, ain't no way in hell I'm staying in the jail for 8 hours. I'd have been like, yeah, let's spend a couple hours. Let's duck out early. But I guess, that's her husband. She wanted to see him. It's been a while.
And he's all the way in South Dakota.
I was about to say, as a wife that ain't doing nothing, ain't working, ain't going to school, no nothing, and just sitting there collecting checks, you would have thought she'd been up there to see him more, but that's not the case. So maybe that's why she don't got a problem spending 8 hours there. Jessica said that he's actually nice in person, and she was completely shocked, and he gave her a bunch of gifts. And now she feels bad about prejudging him. So they both drove to the window, I guess, where, you can see him, where she usually says her goodbyes. And
now this I thought was interesting, that you can just be hanging out the window all willy-nilly.
Oh, girl, if you watch more of these things, let me tell you something. Sometimes it ain't even like right after the visit. There was this one season where the dude used to go and just go wave at the girl's window a few nights a week, and she would like I think put something over the window for like the light or whatever, so that he knew that she sees him and stuff. But you don't even really get to see them. He would be like across the way, because like a lot of jails are huge. They're like big, so it's like, the jail's here, there's a huge parking lot area, huge gate, and then grass and stuff. So he'd be over in the grass, and the way that she would know he was there, that he would know that she knew he was there, is by putting something over the window so he could see the light flicking on and off. Dedication, girl. It's dedication.
That is dedication.
It is dedication.
You better be in love.
I would say, look, it's not our season, but I would have said who I was talking about. But so basically, he's just glad that they sorted everything out. But he wants to know basically if now she'll stay out their business. And she says she's still undecided. So Jessica actually feels bad for getting so aggravated with him, calling as much as he was. She says she learned, after being there, that really all they have in there is each other and the people on the outside that they get to talk to on the phone and visit, which I said she clearly hasn't done very much of. So she said now her sister still has things to sort out. But
she understands why he's so clingy.
Basically. So she said, her sister still has some things that she needs to sort out with him, because as soon as she got in there, her mind went blank, and she was just so happy to see him that she didn't talk about none of that stuff. And basically, Jade basically said the same thing. She said that she was happy to see him, but they still do need to have a conversation. First of all, what I'm not about to do is be in jail, getting $12,000 and sending it all to you. It's going straight to you, and you ain't got to work. You ain't taking no classes. You ain't doing nothing, and you hardly appear to see me. And then get aggravated when I call you on the damn phone.
Well, she said they only do it 2 times a year. The powwow.
That's not a visit.
I mean, she can go and sit across the table from him.
Yeah, for $12,000 a month. People do it for less. Raneka was the one paying out money. Well, she moved her whole life to Atlanta.
Not every fool can't be as foolish as the next.
At least she get money. I'm not about to shell out no $12,000 a month, and you ain't coming to see me.
She is.
Guess what? I'll find somebody else to do it.
Hopefully he can get somebody else to do it. Anyway.
Everything is in his name, so I'm sure he can.
You stupid. Now, Andy's up here talking to Brittany on the phone, and he's planning to go shopping for her before she comes home. And he's like, well, what do you need? And she's like, I just need some t-shirts and pants, etc., basics. And he's like, oh, so you don't need no clothes for sexy time? And she's like, absolutely not. She laughs at him, like straight laughs at him, lets him know that that is not even on her mind, not even close.
At least he caught it though. He was like, okay, that's a hard no. A lot of people can't read between the lines.
Well, that's true, but he still gives me creep. I'm going to keep asking. So he meets his homeboy.
Savannah's one that can't read between the lines.
You stupid. So he meets his homeboy that ran the background check on her. I believe his name was JR. And he asked, and so Brittany's on the phone and she's like, oh, so did you, see anything that you didn't like? And so he brings up the number of cohabitants that she's had. And she's like,
grilled her like a real deal cop too. And didn't believe a word she said.
Right. And she was like, well, I moved 3 times. And he's like, have you ever talked to anyone else? And she's like, no, I mean, I've had people like reach out to me, but this is the only person that I'm actually really talking to. And JR don't believe a word that she say. And I don't either. So he asked Andy what she plans on doing for work. And that's when Andy lets us know that he wants her to come home and focus on her sobriety. Now, I'm going to be honest, and maybe I'm wrong. Shade Squad, drop down in the comments, new viewers. I respect your opinion. I personally don't think it would be smart to allow nothing but time and money to an addict who is fresh. I just don't. They haven't had freedom. They haven't been out, and that just doesn't seem like. I think some type of structure, a job, or somewhere where they have to go do some sort of responsibility.
I wonder if she's done her full time or if she's getting out on probation or something. Because if she is, then she probably has to work. That's probably a requirement.
Well, the way he make it sound, he don't want her to work. He said, but he says that he saved up $1,200 for her.
No, he said no, that ain't what he said. He's such an asshole. He told her he was gonna give her $1,200 when she. Oh. Let me say this. What I can appreciate about this. I don't know if it's because she just wants t-shirts and pants or whatever, and he feel like maybe she don't cost that much. I don't know. I can appreciate the fact that he has the provider mindset. Shut up, Tree.
She always caping for Andy's ass.
I can appreciate that he has the provider mindset. Now, how he can provide is another story, because
you know what though? It always be the people that don't take care of themselves, but take the best care of somebody else.
Listen. You don't gotta have it all. You just gotta have the mindset. You just gotta have the mindset. You gotta know that in your mind that you're providing. You don't, because you could be a millionaire and don't have a provider mindset and be the stingiest motherfucker in the world. So I can appreciate the fact that he at least has the provider mindset. Now, what's she gonna do with that $1,200? I think we back to what Tree said. Maybe that's not the best idea. But
I just think she needs some activities and things to do throughout the day to keep her.
Gonna find them.
Right.
She gonna find. We're gonna give it a benefit.
We're gonna give her some grace. We're wishing you the best, Brittany. Now, then we see Andy. It was a small, cute little clip. He's over here trying to make this cake. It's disastrous. I thought I couldn't bake, but this was just sinful.
You should just bought one. It looked horrible.
Right. And because Brittany did express that she wants him to bake her a cake when she comes home.
Well, no, for the son.
For the son. But it doesn't look very edible. So.
And then his son put these little chocolate droppings on it to make it look like turds.
I don't think this is gonna work, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how long Brittany's gonna be able to pretend. It's what I think it's easier to pretend something when you're from a distance.
And when you're over the phone, just like I said with
Right.
your 90-day favorites.
Yeah.
It's easier to feel something, to make believe, or
Right.
get it in your head that this is how it's gonna be, and then shit change when you get in person.
Facts.
So Latisha, she gets back to the house. She's showing off this damn ring because she wants everybody to hate on her. I'm gonna leave that one up.
She even chose Aunt Marcia.
She decided she even wants to go out so that she can show off this ring. And of course, she has Aunt Marcia watching the kids again.
Right.
Now
she said she's gonna be doing sign language. She said
that's what she said in the confessional. What's crazy is she was doing this sign language in the confessional, but she ain't had no ring on her finger to be showing it off. So where was the ring? Exactly. Where was the ring?
No, I'm doing my sign language. Sorry, Shade Squad. I know this is terrible. I love when they show those videos.
Oh, the people faking.
Supposed to be doing real sign language, and they be out here.
That girl did a whole dance. Yeah, exactly. I was like, hold up. At least the black lady looked believable. At least the black lady looked believable. That is a damn
the one that hit the lean with a rock with it for me.
That's what I'm talking about. She was up here hitting dances. Girl, stop. That was obvious. So yeah, this girl, she gets to the bar. She's showing off her ring, of course, because that's why she went out. Right. She lets her friend Nikki know. She wants her to know the price tag that Keith doesn't know quite yet. And speaking of the devil, he calls.
Telling you, they got radar.
And of course, she don't plan on telling him how much she spent, but it sounds like he already know. He was like, "Do you got something to tell me?" She was like, "What you mean? What I got to tell?" He's like, basically, like, "Don't play stupid." Okay, I discovered you.
I definitely got that vibe.
He was like, I discovered 15 G's missing. What? This girl's response was, she responds by saying, "How do you know that? I didn't send you any statements." What? What? I would have cursed her ass out.
Did you with the where's my $1,500?
Exactly, not 1,500.
I'm sorry, 15,000.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is Keith, not Andy.
Huge difference. So she said, "Why you got people, telling all my business before I got to tell you? I'm gonna have a conversation with Marcia." Girl, bye. She at home watching your kids. What you don't want to do is upset her.
Right. Okay.
So
and it seems like she does that a lot. You might not want to accept her.
Exactly. So then she said, "What you gonna do now? Because it's on me, I already got it, and it looks pretty." He said, "I really don't give a damn. I want my money back." Oh my God. She was like, basically, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. Yeah, he was like, "Keep on playing these games. You're gonna find out the hard way." He was like, "You giving me real untrustworthy right now." So, he was like, "It's bad enough I told you to spend 10,000. That's a lot for somebody that's incarcerated. And then you went over that." This girl tried to play the victim, tried to talk about how she feels sad. He's hurting her feelings. And but then she basically told him to get over it, because he knows he wants her to have this ring. He said, "I will cut that damn ring off your finger."
He said, "Try me."
So then she was like, "You know what? I gotta go because I gotta call Aunt Marcia, make sure the kids is good, and find out why the hell she out here telling all my business." So, he was so pissed that they got off the phone. He didn't even want to say, "I love you" back. She was like, "I love you." He was like, "Bye."
Right.
What she meant is easier to ask for forgiveness.
Poor Brittney with only one T. So Brittney that's how I keep her and the other Brittney separate, So Brittney's going shopping with the money that Kerok has given her. For some reason, she thinks it was smart to invite EB to join her.
So she wanted to get information.
So she says she wants to ask EB if he knows anything about the fight that happened, because he also used to be locked up with Carla. I don't want to go dig any deeper. I have questions. They need answers, but I'm just gonna be quiet.
On top, my thing is, if you saw how mad and upset Kira got about that situation, right? About you just asking, why are you gonna ask the homeboy that he's super duper close with so that he can run back and tell Kira and get Kira upset again? Like, oh, you don't trust me, that now you gonna behind my back asking. Why wouldn't you ask somebody else in the jail? Why you gonna ask Evie, who you know don't even mess with you like that?
Can I just tell you, Brittney is a perfect example, and I like her. I do. Brittney is a perfect example that just because you were in the streets don't make you smart. It is certain things that when she talks about living her life on the street, trusting people, and I see her make continuous, just like, I'm friendly, and I'd be like, that don't make no sense. Like, it's just, no, she's not very street smart at all. Love you, girl, but you could, stay in hair school. So now, she says that, basically Evie is like, he don't know nothing about the fight or whatever, and that Carla is obsessive and makes things up in her head, and that she should basically believe whatever Kerok told her. So the Evie says that sometimes when people are checking in on your spouse, they say certain things, they're not honest. And so she says that, she feels like he's checking up on her.
He said, no, I'm following your ass. I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky. You were my
right. That's what it was giving. Good one. So EB is basically let it known that he is stalking her for the most part, and that he, sees her everywhere she go, and he sees when she been going over to Alexandria, and she's like, I've been going to visit my best friend Shayla, which she did say before, and he was like, so who else was there? Who else did you go see? Because I was watching. So you're gonna sit here and lie to me? I saw you when
Apparently
you got out the
right
car, circled the block, did the dot the booty wop.
No. So what got me confused is, according to Evie lives in Alexandria, down the street from Shayla.
I want to know where in Alexandria they live.
Damn that. I want to know, how do you have so much time to travel back and forth from Alexandria, back and forth to Richmond, to stalk this girl? How are you paying your bills? Is Kerok paying you for this?
I don't know. What I think is, and I think that a Shade Squad
got time to go. I don't got time to go to the damn grocery store down the street, let alone all the way to Richmond.
I know.
And stalk somebody all day long.
And you know what? It's so funny, y'all, because I'd be the first one, if y'all don't know, DMV area, I'd be the first one to be like, yeah, let's just drive down to Richmond. And then when I do it, I'd be like, it was not as close as that. If you have to get on 95, you're done. You're done.
It's like an hour and a half.
It's an hour and a half if you don't have it. Once traffic gets real.
Yeah. And
95 is
usually some type of traffic.
Right.
Like, does Evie got like a second place? Maybe Evie just rich. I'm just starting to think, because Evie got a nice car. Maybe Evie just got it. Okay, because ain't no way.
I will say that I just think, and drop down in the comment, Shade Squad, I really want your opinion on this. I really think EB wants her. Like, that's what it's giving. It's giving, I'll take you from your man. Like, I really, that's what it's giving.
But he definitely going about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Well, I said, well, he definitely going about it the wrong way. You showing me that you a stalker. You showing me that you crazy. You showing me that you're obsessive. Why would I want you? And then if you break up me and my dude.
Because she's never, for someone, because even Kerok, I mean, it's kind of from prison, but it's like she's never had family. Like, she wants.
But clearly it's not like upset, like it's not obsessive, like he's not obsessing over, like he's still doing things for her, he's still, so whatever Evie is going back and telling Kira, it's not stopping him from showing her affection and showing her love. Evie is showing clearly, yo, it's personal. I don't mess with you like that. I don't trust you. I don't believe nothing that you say. So if Evie do want her, she ain't gonna want him. You done messed up my relationship and you show me you are really crazy. And you ain't working. Because you got time to follow me everywhere.
That is, look, he said that is my job.
I hope it is. I hope it pays because I don't know who got this type of time. And for a homeboy, Trish, I love you, boo, but I ain't stalking nobody.
Oh, but you'll come over in the rain and sit with me.
Damn right. That's only for a couple hours. I ain't spending 8 to 10 hours a day following somebody. I might post up in a car with you for a couple hours. Might do a little stakeout right quick. But I'm not stalking nobody. Trying to go back where Carla is. Maybe you're trying to get back to Carla. I don't know. On to Delulu. We are on to Delulu. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all should by now, but it is Savannah. Okay?
That's Savannah, girl.
Yes, Savannah, girl. So this girl and her Delulu ass went to go try on wedding dresses and took Tweedledee and Tweedledum right along with her ass, her two little best friends. Okay.
She's more like Cat in the Hat, and they're more like Thing 1 and Thing 2.
No, see, they're just those people that you just named are just crazy, but they have some smarts.
Oh, okay.
No. And she has the friends that they're gonna try on bridesmaids dresses. Because you can have those in jail, I guess. Now,
oh, they have on bridesmaids dresses? I never see them try anything. I only saw her try them on.
I think they decided not to once they figured out why the hell they were there.
What was fucked up? It was her homegirl who's actually getting married.
That's why she was. What? Why are we here? actually got a proposal. Actually got a date, and we didn't try on wedding dresses for you, man. Yeah.
For your man that's in jail that is not interested, that has expressed no interest whatsoever.
So this girl says she doesn't need anybody's approval. Apparently, not even his. She says she's going to show up at the jail and make him marry her.
Yes, she did. She said she's going to show up in a wedding dress.
And she's dead ass serious.
Toes down.
She's so serious that she's literally telling the woman, the saleswoman, the type of restrictions that the jail has for this dress. So she's making sure she fits the restrictions. Now, her homegirl is over there snitching her out, the one that we saw last episode, and basically letting it be known that he said he don't even want to live with her. He want to be a free bird. He want to date other women. And it makes her look even more delusional. I know her friend is like, girl, I want to be your friend. I want to be here for you, but I'm going to just keep my mouth shut because I love you and I don't want to hurt your poor little baby feelings, okay? Now, this girl says, well, he never said it was a definite. That was potentially what he wants to do. Because he doesn't want me to, he doesn't want to come home and I'm in shell shock. Girl. Then she basically says that if everyone thought as delusional as she does, they wouldn't be bothered by all the things that he says. People like that scare me. She's scary.
I am in love with you. That's what it's.
That's scary to me. But yeah, basically, she plans to go to the jail the following day in this wedding dress. At least it doesn't actually look like a wedding dress. It looked like some.
First of all the dresses look terrible.
They on her, because she's bad bodied. But this dress looks like
Who said she looked like SpongeBob?
No, she don't. She look way worse than SpongeBob. SpongeBob is at least flat. Like, no, she's what's the little the prairie thing? I don't know. It looked like some dress from Little House on the Prairie or something. It was real ugly. It was super ugly. Her friends picked up her head, told her it was the best looking dress. It looked great on her. And I just wish I could be a fly on that wall when he comes out and sees her in this shit. I just wish. I wish the cameras could go in there. I wish she would have worn it when he got released, but that's 5 years from now. So
he's gonna break up with her.
I want to, but I want to see his reaction.
I think
this lady is really crazy.
I think he's legitimately gonna break up with her. When he sees that the level of craziness, I think he's gonna realize like an alarm should go off. And I mean, maybe he don't care because he's gonna be locked up for another 5 years. But the fact that you're gonna have this crazy woman,
it would aggravate me talking to her though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
My thing is with her. This is what I respect about him. You don't have to read between the lines.
I told you.
It's not happening, and I get aggravated when you bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. People like that really scare me.
No, that's because they hear one thing and not what you're really saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bless her heart. Well, yeah, that was the breakdown of Love After or Love During Lockup. If you have not already, Shade Squad, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment.
You subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and IG. And we will catch you very soon because, got a lot of catching up to do. But we will see you in sometime this weekend or, following with the next Love During Lockup review. But anyway, you guys have a good one. Have a good night.
Good night.